Sacchi made his name as a coach at Milan. In 4 years there, he made the Rossoneri the greatest club side in the world. Some would say the greatest ever. 2 European Cups, 2 World Club Championships and an Italian Scudetto, a testimony to that. The linchpins behind the phenomenal success were the Dutch trio of Ruud Gullit, Marco van Basten and Frank Rijkaard.
Non mi sembra corretto dire Gullit, Van Basten e Rijkaard.
I don't think it's right just to mention Gullit, Van Basten and Rijkaard. I think there was one major factor, and that was the club. The club was ambitious. They wanted to be the #1 club in the world, and obviously becoming #1 in the world, everyone had to work much more than the others, and possibly even better. We were lucky to have top-class players, technical players who were tactically aware, athletic and very fit. It was a squad which understood that hard work improved you. Not only that, they understood concentration was important. This is what made it possible for them to be at the top for 8 or 9 years.
It was only a matter of time before Sacchi was offered the Italian national job. In '91, he replaced Azeglio Vicini, never forgiven for failing to reach the World Cup final a year earlier. Sacchi promised to turn the Azzurri's fortunes around in style with a brand of champagne football. Although Sacchi led Italy to the final of the '94 World Cup, many claim only Roberto Baggio's genius kept him in the job. Italy were labelled boring and lucky in the USA. The champagne football had gone flat.
We played in impossible conditions. I think FIFA did poor business for football because you can't play in 40 to 45 degrees of heat. I believe that among those who played on the East Coast, no one played better than Italy. I think Italy reached the final with great determination and great spirit, and could even have won it. Obviously, we couldn't play quickly, we couldn't play our pressing game, we couldn't play with the movement the modern game requires. It was difficult at 45 degrees.
Reaching the final wasn't a bad achievement for a team that had supposedly played poorly. The expected stroll for their opponents, Brazil, never materialised. The resolve Sacchi installed in his troops wouldn't allow that. Goalless after extra time, a World Cup final was decided on penalties for the first time. And that's where Sacchi's so-called luck ran its course.
I've got to say I wasn't hurt. I was unhappy, of course. But my critical spirit, my sense of justice said that Brazil won because they played better than us. Perhaps we even did too well. It was the first time a World Cup final had been decided on penalties. It was the first time a European team had got so near to winning the World Cup outside Europe. Personally, I believe we should give thanks to those players for what they did.